I picked the wrong day to go to bed early. What is up, you guys? It's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm a content creator in the EDM and music festival space. Sorry, I have to laugh. EDC has been the hot topic for a hot minute now. Just the planning of it, the communication of it. Is it gonna happen in May? Is it gonna get pushed to October? If you missed my initial video about EDC when it was announced that it was still officially planned for May, I will have a little card to it up here and you can go check that out. I'm not gonna reiterate all of the information I shared in that video. I'm just kind of pick up where we left off in terms of news. Last night, at approximately, I live on the East Coast, so at approximately 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, which I decided to go to sleep early last night, Pasquale posted this, which let's unpack this. I'm sorry to say that EDC needs to be moved to October. I want to thank everyone who has put their heart and soul into this show, the Insomniac team, artists, agents, managers, production crews, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway staff, the government officials who supported us, and most importantly, you, the headliners. This is a lengthy post, so let's just pick out the highlights. Basically, they were assured that Nevada, the state in which EDC takes place, we're lifting social distancing requirements as of May 1st, which was true. I watched the update from the governor on this, and so then it was like we were kind of in the dark about whether or not, because we didn't get an updated safety plan, we didn't get a lineup, we didn't get any communication about the festival once they announced it in May, so everyone was like still kind of a little sus. But then the governor did a COVID update and said that social distancing would be like done with on May 1st. So then that was kind of like the giveaway that like, okay, yes, EDC is gonna happen. But they had a meeting in Las Vegas on Friday with everyone, safety personnel that's involved in planning EDC. And today, Clark County, so yesterday, they passed a reopening plan that requires 60% of their residents to be vaccinated before restrictions over large-scale gatherings such as EDC can be lifted. So that ultimately is what's preventing EDC from happening. This is the other thing that kills me. The lineup is fully booked and was going to be announced today at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. And now EDC will take place October 22nd to the 24th. Your ticket will automatically be transferred to the new dates, or you can get a refund by going to the link in his bio. And if you have already transferred your ticket to 2022, your ticket will be transferred to the new dates in October unless you choose to receive a refund. He also says, I continue to believe it's important we get back on the dance floor as soon as possible, and I won't give up on trying to make that happen. I will be announcing an AMA on Reddit in the near future to address any questions. An AMA is an Ask Me Anything, if you guys don't know what that is. So that is the announcement. There's a lot I could say about this. I'm mostly frustrated, obviously, as is, for those of you who don't know, I was planning on going and I was doing camp EDC, and so I like booked my flight, I booked like a hotel to stay in on Wednesday night before we go into camp. Like I had everything ready to go. And so obviously this is like really heartbreaking and frustrating. But I know also that's like me being naive, thinking that it was gonna happen in May. But you know, the COVID update from the governor and like the communication we got from Insomniac, I was like, okay, I guess it's happening. It is mostly frustrating to me, however, that like this requirement and this holdback of like 60% of residents needing to be vaccinated came so late. I just wish they knew that sooner, like before they even announced that it was gonna go ahead in May, because that, like, if they had known that sooner, then that would have made this a lot less difficult. Like they would have never said that it was in May, you know? It's also frustrating to me because I think when I was reading into the state requirements and laws around COVID, around the time that it was announced in May, pretty soon after that, they said that on June 1st, I forget if it was Nevada or if it was Vegas specifically, but on June 1st, they're opening 100%. Like, no distancing, full capacity. And so it's just like, it's heartbreaking to know that that's like what, 10 days after EDC was supposed to happen. I don't know if the 60% of residents needing to be vaccinated like ties into that, but I figure by then they would be. I mean, in every state now, if you're over 16, I believe the age is, you can get a vaccine and it's free. So it's just like so painful to think about the fact that Vegas is going to be fully open 10 days after EDC was supposed to happen. My plan is to go in October, which now this is why I was kind of like, I knew May was a huge risk. I completely understand that, and yes, it made me a little bit nervous, but putting EDC in October just makes my fall so I do it to myself. Like, I plan all these festivals, but I'm gonna be doing EZoo into Lost Lands, into EDC Vegas, into EDC Orlando, and now into Ember Shores. I'm planning to go to Illenium's new event that he announced, which I could do another whole separate video on. Oh my god, the amount of shit that's going on in the industry lately. So my plan is to go in October. I'll be keeping my ticket. And I just want to leave on this note, and that is, I warn you guys from feeding in to the really harsh words that are being spread online right now, especially towards Insomniac and Pasquale. Like I said, your feelings, your frustration, so valid. They told us to book all of our flights, our hotels, and promised us it was happening, and then went back on their word and said it wasn't. It's very valid to be upset, but death threats against Pasquale and just all these horrible things that people have been saying to Insomniac, I warn you guys from not feeding into that. And I also want to remind you, as with anything in the music industry right now with live events, these types of things are out of their control. I know they could have just gone with the safe bet and put it in October, and, you know, deep down I think I do agree that that was the smart move. Just remember that at the end of the day, like, this decision came down to Nevada, not Insomniac. Like, there was nothing they could do in response to this new protocol. So I just would like to say and just remind you to practice kindness with each other. You can go be frustrated, but if you're frustrated, I advise you to just run outside of your apartment or your house and scream to the sky and then come back inside. But just please don't leave death threats to other people. It's never okay. Yeah, and I think that's everything I really want to say. I honestly have deleted all my social media for the day just because it's been really upsetting seeing what people have to say and like the hate that can come from people's hearts, especially in a community that preaches peace, love, unity, respect. Like, I just don't even want to read it. It's so upsetting. So I've deleted all my social media. I'm gonna leave this on YouTube for you guys so you know what's going on, and just kind of hear my thoughts and opinions on it, because I just don't want to be on Twitter or Instagram or any of that stuff today. So that's that on EDC. I hope to see you guys there in October. I hope things are, you know, completely okay by October. And yeah, I just, you know, I cannot believe this. I honestly can't. I'm gonna go cancel my flight and cancel my hotel, as I'm sure most of you are also doing. But at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do, there's nothing you can do, there's nothing we can do except just be excited for it to happen in October. So that's where I'm at, and that's where I'll stay at. I still love Insomniac with my whole heart. I think they're a great company. I think that they just, you know, rushed this one. But I will never have hate in my heart for anyone on that team. They did the best they could, and this is just life. This is just the world we live in right now. Things change from day to day. That's the way it is. So I hope you guys still have a good day regardless, especially if you were planning to go to EDC. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I will be continuing to make updates about this festival season, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.